Hi everyone, welcome to SRV Academy of Accounts. Here all my preparations and presentations are only an exam point of view. Follow my regular classes and get more marks in your exam. Subject Plus 2 Accountancy. Chapter Accounts from Incomplete Records, Class 3. And today we are going to discuss yet two more important problems for your exams. Let's go. First I read the question, listen carefully. From the following details, calculate the missing figure. Capital at the end of the year 31st March 2013, 3,80,000. Additional capital introduced during the year 1 lakh. Drawings 60,000. Capital at the beginning of the year missing. Loss for the year ending 31/3/2013, 40,000. So here we are going to find the missing figure of opening capital. Okay, just you put the heading like statement of finding the missing figure, that's the opening capital 1/4/2012, and when you divide the two columns, the first column particulars, second column amount. Capital at the end, the given 3,80,000, add drawings, given how much, 60,000, add the value 4,40,000, and followed by less additional capital introduced, 1 lakh given, and you deduct balance we call the adjusted closing capital, so 3,40,000. Here the balancing figure is opening capital. Anyway, just you write down the opening capital, and finally the loss or profit. But here the problem is given loss 40,000. Just you apply with the loss. Here listen carefully, and we have one note: opening capital equal to adjusted closing capital plus loss for the year ending. You know the value of adjusted closing capital 3,40,000, add loss for the year 40,000. So now what is the value of the missing figure? 3,80,000. We move on to the problem 2. See, from the following details, calculate the missing figure. Yeah, here also the missing figure we want to find. The capital as on 1st January 2018, 1 lakh. Goods withdrawn for personal use by the owner 30. Additional capital 15,000. Profit for the year 60. Closing capital here missing. Okay, so write down the heading like a statement of finding the missing figure, closing capital 31/3/2013, and you may divide the two columns, particulars amount, a closing capital at the end, add drawings, less additional capital, then the balance we call the adjusted closing capital, and less opening capital at the end. What about profit or loss? Okay, now you fill the values as per the fill in the blanks. And profit for the year, how much? In given 60,000. Okay, and opening capital how much? 1 lakh rupees. Adjusted closing capital equal to opening plus profit. How much the opening capital? 1 lakh. What about plus profit? 60, and adjusted closing capital is 1,60,000. And additional capital introduced, additional capital is given in the problem 15,000. Okay, listen carefully here my dear. Here we don't know the value. Okay, but consider as a x minus 15,000 additional capital equal to 1,60,000. So what is the x? Simply say x equal to 15,000 plus 1,60,000. How much? 1,75,000. Now the drawings is given 30,000. The value is missing. Consider as a x plus 30,000 equal to 1,75,000. So what is the x? X equal to 145. Finding the missing figure is a compulsory question in your exam. I hope you understood this concept very well.